Hello everyone, MDio here. Let's have a chat about the way that this channel's going. So for those who don't know, or haven't been paying attention to Twitter or anything else, my arm is broken. That means I can't play Minecraft, it means I can't play pretty much any games that you need two hands for. And there's a lot of games that you need a hand on the keyboard and another hand on the mouse. So, let's just start with how I broke my arm. I was going out to do some things, I had some errands to run, and I don't have a car, so I went and I got a skateboard. I thought that a skateboard would be good to get around with, and I'd had it for about 3 days. I wanted to see how going skateboarding without the protection was. No elbow pads, no knee pads, no helmet. I was only going to go down a block and then come back. Unfortunately, I didn't come back. What happened was I went down to the edge of the corner, the edge of the street, and I started to turn around, and the wheels locked up in the skateboard. And when that happens, the skateboard stops, and anything that's on top of it doesn't. So I went flying. I kind of flailed around in the middle of the air. I have a good amount of karate training that helps with falling, and my mind flashed to that. It also went, oh crap. I've only been trained to fall straight down or backwards. I'm flying forward. So I kind of flailed around trying to figure out what to do, and I don't remember exactly what happened. I do know that I ended up on the ground. I think my chest took the brunt of the fall. There was a lot of parts of me that were scuffed up, and my arm hurt. It hurt in such a way that I knew wasn't normal, and I couldn't see all that well. Like, my entire vision was this white blur of sun and asphalt and buildings, and mostly just white spots all over everything. So I picked myself up. Somebody honked at me. I'm not sure if they wanted me to get out of the road or they were making sure it was okay. I did get up and manage to get my skateboard out of the road, and I went and walked back to a nearby building, walked back like a block, and I ended up calling an ambulance. My arm still didn't bend. It hurt like a insert string of swear words here. And, well, when the paramedics got there, they put my arm in a splint, made sure I was okay. I had 3 of them constantly watching me because something was wrong. I was dizzy and I could barely walk, even though I had hit my arm. And they put me on a gurney. I got up into the ambulance, and we had a nice ride down to the hospital. As we went down there, my head sort of cleared up, although my arm started hurting even more, and there was some really nice people in the ambulance. I know it's their job to basically sit there and talk with you, make sure you're conscious, take your vital signs. But they were all nice and polite, and they didn't seem too worried. The main problem that they had was with my arm. It was not the best, and obviously it's broken. So they pulled me out of the ambulance. It was a nice smooth ride on the gurney out of it. And we went into a room. They tried to put me on a bed. I couldn't even move myself over from the gurney to the bed. They had to pull me over. And I waited in the room for a few minutes, somewhere 15 to 20, and a nurse came in, asked how I was doing, who I was, got all my information, and then I waited another 20 minutes for a doctor, and after that things went pretty fast. I got an x-ray, which was all kinds of fun, my arm didn't bend properly, and I couldn't quite get it on the X-ray machine, so they had to get one of the tablet things that they put under your arm. It was black, and they had to reposition the X-ray machine to get proper pictures. They took me back. There was a nurse in there. They couldn't give me any food, no water. My mouth was dry. I had gone out after I had drank some water, and apparently I was sweating because it was 90 degrees outside. And the best they could do was give me a sponge, wet it down with water. And, well, basically the doctor came in and said, "You're not doing so bad. Your arm is just fractured. You can't even barely tell on the x-ray because it's that kind of fracture. However, rotating your arm is going to hurt like a... insert string of swear words here. Because the bone that got fractured is the radial head fracture. No, that's not right. Radial head fracture is the name of the injury. I don't know. It's the part of your arm that lets your arm rotate. So I can't really bend my arm right now. They had to put me in a splint. Usually they just give you a sling, but it really hurt too much for them to do anything, so they made my arm not move. They gave me a splint that was made out of fiberglass, and there's a bandage around it, and my arm has been going from super pain to I have no pain pills, super pain, I can't sleep, and I get some pain pills, and no, it's still super pain. Now it's at this dull ache stage where it's just sort of, I'm going to hurt because you are damaged. And it's the deep sort of healing. It's like that deep healing ache. And it's been, looks like 2 days now. Needless to say, I haven't recorded any videos or done anything like that. I've had weird sleep issues where my arm hurts. It's too hot to sleep. I'm only going to sleep 4 hours tonight. Oh, now I'm going to sleep for 2 hours at a time, so I can get 8 hours of sleep over the course of 12 hours. You're going to wake up 3 times, which actually wasn't too bad. So, there's the story with my arm. Now, what this means for the channel is I need to spend some time looking for games that I can play with one hand. I would appreciate suggestions and things of that nature. It's going to take me a lot of time to be able to do anything. Basically, right now I have my right hand, and I am right-handed, so I can do whatever I do with my right hand normally. I can make things in like paint, I can make sprites, I can make textures. I can't program because I can't type properly. My hand has to stay at a certain angle, and moving my thumb sends shooting pain down my arm. Yeah, I have the choice between one hand on the mouse, or one hand on the keyboard, or one hand in the fridge trying to make food because, we need food. I actually had to have my family come and get me some food for a while because I can't carry many things. I have about a 10-pound weight limit on what I can carry, and even that is painful. So, this is what's been happening in my life over the past couple days. I am really going to try to get videos up on here because I can't do a whole lot else. I can't mod, I can't really make games, I can play around with Unity maybe, but I can't do anything that involves lots of typing unless I hunt and peck with my one hand, and my one hand actually is pretty scuffed up too. Wasn't exactly a good fall. I have a giant bruise on my big toe that is as big as half of the toe, and the bone is bruised too. I have a giant swollen part on my knee. My other elbow seems to be fine. I have multiple scratch marks on my other hands, and, well, I'm looking for something to do. So, we're gonna have some fun with one-hand gaming for the next month. It's gonna take 4 to 6 weeks to heal properly, and I might be able to start playing with the keyboard by then, but I won't be able to do things properly for probably 6 weeks, even though it's gonna take 4 to 6 weeks to heal. Well, let's just say that I'm going to have buckets of fun and spazzing arm pains the entire time. I want to say that I've done worse, but as far as physical damage I've inflicted upon myself, I think this is the worst thing I've ever done. So let's just leave it at that. I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to do different things with games that I'm used to. I'm gonna have to search out special games looking for both entertainment and video material. It's going to be interesting trying to... Well, I'm probably going to end up trying to play some of these games that you normally need 2 hands for with 1 hand. I'll get a keyboard and I'll start mashing the side of it against my chair and my head, trying to do things. Maybe get my feet involved. That should be fun. Let's play Minecraft with the mouse and some foot pedals. I really can't play Minecraft. I wish I could play Crash Landing. I wish I could play the things that I had planned to do. I had all these plans for what I was going to do, but those are going to have to go get put away until my arm's healed. That's too bad. Oh well. So let's just leave that here. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next time.